Cindy Crawford married a man that many people thought was gay. She was just a young woman who was very sure of her love, but the wedding turned out to be a disaster, and she ended up totally regretting it.
I still have feelings for Richard, and I was so young. It was kind of like my first great love.
That great love that Cindy speaks of is none other than the actor Richard Gere, who rose to fame and became a sex symbol in the 80s. They met at a lunch and started dating, which caused a frenzy at the time, not only because they were both extremely famous and successful, but because he was 17 years older than her, and especially because it was said that Richard preferred the company of men. But these rumors never stopped them from living a passionate romance.
There was tons of rumors that he was gay, that it was a ruse, the whole marriage.
Well, he wasn't concerned about the fact that people say that he's gay. He didn't like the fact that people possibly thought that he lived a lie.
After a couple of years engaged, Richard met Cindy in Las Vegas to get married, and it was then that the model realized that she was making a mistake. Since it was unplanned, the wedding had one inconvenience after another. Cindy only had 3 hours to plan the ceremony, and she didn't have time to buy a proper dress. Even their rings were improvised. They were made with aluminum foil, and she still regrets everything that happened.
It wasn't the wedding I had dreamed of. Everything was so last minute. I think at 22, all I wanted to do was get carried away.
Doubts caused the couple to divorce after 4 years, and despite the disappointment that her relationship with the man she idolized didn't work out, Cindy still has the best memories of her marriage.
He's a very interesting person, and I learned a lot from him. But in the end, what happened is our lives we didn't want the same thing.
Leaving behind her first great relationship was very hard, but after 3 years of her much talked about divorce, Cindy was ready to turn the page, and that's how she met the real man of her life. In 1998, she married an old friend, businessman Richard Gere, in a beautiful private ceremony on an island in the Bahamas. And on that occasion, she did take the time to choose both her dress and the rings. After all, she had already learned her lesson with her failed relationship with Richard.
I think the success of my marriage to Randy is that we were both friends first. I never pretended to like meditation or baseball or whatever my partner's passion is.
Cindy and Randy have 2 children, Presley and Kaya, who followed in the footsteps of their famous mother and are now recognized models who impact with their beauty. It looks like Cindy has cloned herself twice.
So when people would say, like, well, how could you let Kaya start modeling so young? I'm like, every young person is modeling in their own life.
Did you already know what Cindy Crawford experienced in her first marriage? What would you have done in her place?